Man, I got to be honest with you. This right here is one of those NASCAR days that just hits different. This statement reflects a sequence of events at Rockingham Speedway where two races produced two completely different outcomes for Cleetus McFarland. The results show both performance limitations and measurable improvement within the same day. Two races, same driver, completely different outcomes. The events took place within a structured race environment involving established teams. McFarland competed under Richard Childress Racing in the first race. This wasn't just another race weekend. The sequence represented the kind of moment where you either get exposed or you prove you can actually grow. The outcomes demonstrate both exposure and growth within a single schedule. In the first race, McFarland qualified in position 33. He finished in position 32, gaining only one position across the race distance. These statistics alone do not fully explain the race dynamics. The early phase of the race established the pattern. The plan was to take it easy, treat it like school, learn, stay clean, build experience. This approach was not maintained during the initial laps. On lap 3, a critical error occurred. McFarland attempted a 3-wide entry into the corner, exceeding optimal entry speed. The car lost traction, resulting in a spin. This event altered the race trajectory. NASCAR competition at this level requires consistent control inputs, and early errors affect subsequent decision-making. Following the first spin, the pattern continued. The mental impact of the initial mistake influenced subsequent laps. One error led to overcorrection. Drivers often respond to early mistakes by adjusting braking and throttle inputs beyond optimal limits. This produces hesitation and irregular line selection. The result is a loss of rhythm. In this race, that sequence was observable. Multiple spins, 4 total, occurred during the event. Each spin resulted from either excessive entry speed or incorrect positioning relative to surrounding traffic. Additional contact with another driver occurred, where McFarland acknowledged partial responsibility. Attempts to yield to faster cars also resulted in positioning errors. A critical point occurred late in the race. Tire degradation reduced grip significantly. At the same time, leading cars approached from behind at higher speeds. He felt way in over his head. This condition represents a combination of reduced tire performance and increased situational pressure. Managing worn tires requires precise throttle control and corner entry adjustment. Failure to manage these variables results in instability. An additional incident occurred on pit road. McFarland lost control and spun during pit entry or exit. Pit road conditions differ from track conditions due to reduced speed limits and braking requirements. This added to the cumulative error count for the race. Despite these incidents, one measurable factor remained consistent. McFarland did not cause race-ending damage to other competitors. Maintaining awareness of surrounding vehicles prevented escalation into multi-car incidents. This is relevant within NASCAR, where driver reputation is influenced by interaction with other competitors. Post-race assessment included direct acknowledgement of errors. He owned it. No external factors such as mechanical failure or other drivers were cited as primary causes. The focus remained on driver performance and learning requirements. He confirmed continued participation, stating he would compete again at Talladega Superspeedway. The second race occurred on the same day at the same track, creating a controlled comparison. McFarland competed in the ARCA event with Rette Jones Racing, driving the number 30 car. The result differed significantly. He finished in position 4, achieving a top 5 finish. This was the most confident he has ever felt in a stock car. This statement aligns with observable performance changes. The driving approach shifted from aggressive entry to controlled pacing. He maintained position within a group of competitive cars without initiating unnecessary overtakes. The key difference between the two races lies in execution. In the first race, aggressive positioning led to repeated errors. In the second race, restraint was applied. Drivers who maintain consistent lap times and avoid high-risk maneuvers typically improve finishing position. This was demonstrated in the ARCA race. He kept the leaders in sight the entire time. This indicates stable lap performance relative to leading cars. Maintaining proximity without excessive tire wear or errors requires controlled throttle application and consistent racing lines. He was not forcing moves. This reflects a reduction in unnecessary risk. Overtaking attempts were limited to situations where probability of success was high. This approach reduces error frequency. He was managing the race instead of fighting it. Race management includes tire conservation, positioning, and timing of overtakes. These elements were absent in the first race but present in the second. And when you are able to do that, stay close, stay clean, stay consistent. This sequence defines competitive performance in stock car racing. Clean racing reduces incident probability, while consistency maintains track position. He did not do anything stupid. This statement summarizes the operational difference between the two races. Error. Minimization is a measurable factor in race results. The improvement is also linked to external input. McFarland referenced guidance from Greg Biffle. Instruction from experienced drivers provides data on braking points, throttle application, and race management. Additionally, exposure to Richard Childress racing infrastructure contributes to development through engineering and team feedback. The comparison between races highlights a clear behavioral change. In the first race, McFarland exceeded his current performance limits. In the second race, he operated within those limits. This adjustment reduced error frequency and improved results. From a development perspective, immediate adaptation is significant. Not just making mistakes, correcting them quickly. Many drivers require multiple races to adjust behavior. In this case, adjustment occurred within the same day. The result represents a measurable growth indicator. From chaos, control in same day. This transition reflects effective application of feedback and situational awareness. Future performance will be evaluated at Talladega Superspeedway. Superspeedway racing introduces different variables, including drafting and pack racing. McFarland acknowledged that he is still learning and not fully ready. These statements indicate awareness of current performance level. Awareness is a measurable factor in driver development. Recognition of limitations allows for targeted improvement. Overestimation of ability typically results in repeated errors. In this case, acknowledgement aligns with observed improvement. The broader implication is that performance consists of both capability and adaptability. Can struggle and can respond represent two observable states. Drivers who demonstrate both are considered capable of development. The competitive environment requires multiple skill sets. Not just speed, but also tire management, positioning, and decision-making define outcomes. These elements were inconsistent in the first race and consistent in the second. The struggle, the learning, the small wins, the big lessons. These components represent measurable stages in driver progression. The Rockingham events provided data for each stage within a single day. The final measurable result is a transition from a 32nd place finish with multiple incidents to a 4th place finish with controlled execution. This change is directly linked to behavior modification rather than external factors. This might just be the beginning of something bigger. The statement aligns with observed improvement, but future results will determine long-term consistency.